What's up, everybody? My name is Kyphxr, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Tonight we're on a creative mode save because I want to play around with the Corvette stuff. I want to test out some new builds. I've seen so many cool builds. There's a lot of ships that I want to try and design. And so I want to play around in creative mode and try and actually make some designs, and then we'll go ahead and build those designs in my actual save. But I think we're going to start with the mag thrusters because those are my favorite, but I actually don't know. You know what, let's just build an improved version of my current ship. So what my current ship would look like if I had just like all of the pieces and money that I needed. Also, didn't they just add a feature where I can paint everything at once? I feel like they did. I think that was in this latest patch. Oh, it's literally right here. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's actually working, but it's the thought that counts. Anyways, we'll put this back here. So this is sort of like the core, well, not the core. Well, actually, I guess this is the core. This is meant to just have really quick access in and out of the cockpit. And then, oh, you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to build. Because this is what I wanted to play around with initially before I built my actual current ship. So we'll see what it looks like, because my current ship, I'm going to build this one a little bit shorter. But my current ship looks like this. This is an approximation. Because again, I don't have all the pieces yet in my actual save. But my main base looks like, or my main ship looks like this, and the reason for that is because this obscures so much of the view when you're piloting the ship that I didn't want to build out a second one, because then you'd only be able to see down this tunnel in the middle. And so I kept it lopsided like this. But what I wanted to try out was you can apparently, I'm going to need to pull up the tutorial for how to do this, but you can apparently, well, I'm just going to show you. Hold on. Wait, so apparently you just... Hold on, there's no way that actually works. He literally just... Yeah, no, he just goes like this. Oh, wait, this one works. And now if I put this here... So why does this side work? What did I do differently? Oh, I'm stupid, I see. So you can do this, and then you just have like a pod racer. Although, I think we shouldn't... Can I go up here? Damn it, I'm at the border again. I'm gonna make something fucking crash. I try not to build here because for whatever reason I was building on this very last block the other day and my game kept crashing. And I think it was from building on the edge, but I'm not 100% sure what was causing that crash. Anyways, we do this. Shit. So then you just have... Hold on, I want to see this actually work. Let's just do this for right now. So how does this actually look in flight? It does literally look like a Podracer. That's actually really funny. I don't have any windows on it. But that also means that you can come out like this and fly into the front of your ship. I'm not sure what you would use this for, but this is a cool concept. So I do want to play around with this one, because I do really like this like pod racer look, but I gotta figure out, like, maybe we could push it out one wider, because it does sort of limit visibility a little bit. But if I could like merge this design, like this pod racer design, with my current build, I want to see what that would look like. So we're gonna head back to the station. I was closer than I thought. It almost looks like, because of how far away they are, it almost looks like they're just small little things on my actual like cockpit viewport, until you like land like this, and then you can actually see what the scale is. All right. So can I move this back? How far back can we go? This might start to get a little bit stupid here. We're just gonna try things out. That's too far for that. About this. How close do I actually have to be for this to work? Fuck. Why does that do that? That's the worst keybind in this game. Like, if I could disable that keybind, that'd be awesome. Put this here. Alright, that works. What about this? No, okay, so that's the last square. So this has to be here for this to work. And so how do we want to do this? How does this look if I keep the lopsided design, but have this on this side? And then what if I do this? I don't think I can just move the whole thing though. Oh, so that needs to be there. That's what's holding it on? Interesting. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Is it just that square? No, it's the fact that it's a dock. What if I put... Is there anything smaller I can connect it with? Well, that's not smaller, but that does work. So it seems like that probably is my best option then. Oh, a Thunderbird doesn't even work? Oh no, I put it in the wrong spot. Oh, but it still doesn't work. Interesting. I wonder why this specifically is what allows it to work. What do we have? This one? I think it's this one. Although I can have 2 cockpits actually. So wait, what if I do this? It's the easiest way to get on top of the ship from, I think it's just this and then that. And if I do this, can I still pilot the ship from this one, but then use that front cockpit to hold this together? That's okay. Okay, we might be onto something now. What if we... So can I get rid of these then? Stop doing that. And then I can do that other glitch here to make this open. I just don't want to do that because I'm not sure if that... Because that also could have been what was making my game crash. So I will do that at the end so that this will be open and you'll be able to just run back and forth. So then where do we go from here? Ooh, wait, what if I do this? If I do this? Oh, I wish I... Can I... No, I can't fit one underneath. If I move this up, will that break? Oh, wait, hold on. What if we do this? Does that sort of ruin the look? Oh yeah, it does on the bottom for sure. I think we can do this for the moment. You know what, actually, we should switch this to this one. And then that shouldn't clip through the bottom, right? Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. I can't do that. Because obviously that fucking completely obscures my actual view. What about this? Wait. Oh, I can't do it with 2 cockpits? Damn it. If I fill in the rest of the stuff, will it let me? Oh no, I see. It does give me an actual warning. Well, I can still move this one up. Like this. Because that still at least keeps the general idea of making it easy to get to the cockpit. I wonder actually, is there like a limit to the height I can do? Also, I feel like I could definitely move it back one now. Since the... Oh, you know what? I can actually probably move it back quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah, because these pieces are so far back. Okay, well, in that case, we're gonna use the regular cockpit. See, and then how do you build that? Like, I've seen the Star Destroyer engine a lot. How do you make that? Because I want that sort of back for this. Okay, so it looks like... Let me get rid of this for a second. That's not what I wanted. And this, and then is this even the right piece? No, it's this one. I'm gonna need to build this all up one higher though. God damn it. Alright, so I like that. Now we need to build out this shape to make a little bit more sense, I think. Where did I place that other one? There it is. Although, can I... Is this possible? Oh, wait. Wait, that actually goes pretty hard. Okay. So then I actually don't need that. This here. Alright, I can fit in that. don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything with this middle area that's not overly obstructive, because I want to put a stairway in the middle here so it's easy to go from the bottom up to the cockpit. Guess I could also put an open, well, where could I fit it though? Not really. Although that does give like some interesting opportunities for like that. What if I cover the top? What? I still have room to build backwards. Can I? Oh. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna put in a open face glitch here, and then here and here. Again, I want to do those at the end because I'm not sure if that's what was making my game crash. But this I mean, it looks utterly ridiculous, but I also sort of love it. Like, it's just a stupid, over-the-top capital ship. And like, obviously, if you wanted more room, you could just build this in. But I don't know, I do really like the Podracer look to it. I think this is kind of ruining the look of the engine part though. I think this is gonna even be tough to work in. Oh, I see. Shit. want something that doesn't clip into this rotary engine. I just don't know if anything's gonna fit other than like this. But I want something bigger than that. I do really like that look. What if I just put a second one, actually? Do this, and then on the back put... Huh? Do I actually even need anything there? I replace this. And do the same thing here. I'm actually just gonna save this just to be safe. Could just do this. Yeah, I actually do kind of like that. I feel like I like the overall shape of the ship, but I feel like that once you start looking at like the details, it still looks too flat. What if I layer these? If I layer these. No, I honestly don't hate that. Oh, actually. Fuck. Okay, I actually do kind of like that. Can I not flip this the other way? God damn it. Okay, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this. That might be too repetitive. But I do actually really like how these pieces are coming together. I don't think I like this. How about that? If I get rid of this. Because then that leaves that open to walk around. If I put one of these. So what does this actually look like from... Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm 17 pieces over the limit. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. That's kind of important too. Save that. That's at the piece limit. Let me see what this actually looks like. Can barely even fit in it. So where's the cockpit? Is it directly up here? No, it's not that. Where the hell am I in this ship? Why do I always do this? Whenever I have to go to place the stairs, I can never figure out where to place the stairs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 floors up. So 1, 2, there we go. So how does this actually look now? Honestly, that's not that bad. Like, all things considered? And then you come out of the cockpit and you're just like right here. And because this is right here, it means you can operate the hatches out here. Maybe we should put ones up there. Again, I'm not really sure if there's any amount of practical purpose to this, but it looks cool. That being said, I think we are going to try a different design because obviously this is already at the max piece limit. And even though there is more I'd like to add, I can't really actually do that. So we're going to head back. We're going to build a new Corvette. You know what, actually, let's just call it the absolute unit. I don't feel like thinking of a real name right now. So let's make a new Corvette. And so for this one, I think we want to go for a smaller design. I'm still going to do the Thunderbird because I like that one the best. Maybe we try a more classic design here. Oh, I see. I was just doing it wrong. I was applying the material. Gotcha. know what, actually. Let's do this. No, actually, let's do this. If I'm gonna cover them, I might as well keep using Zenith. Is the Medusa the other one? Yeah, I do like the look of the Zenith and the Medusa next to each other, but whenever it gets covered, I might as well just use the better one. Or I said Zenith, I meant the Cedo, whatever it is. That does literally nothing. Well, I guess it does do something, because there is floor up there. Oh, actually. Now, where is that leading, actually? I'm not actually sure where that is. Let's see, can I put... Oh, it's right here. No, I think we just leave the cowling there. But what I do want to do, I think this is pretty much how I want it to look. Okay, so then I want to save first because I think this might crash my game, but what I can then do, this. Actually need to get rid of that. And then I can put this back, and that'll always be open. Then we're gonna save again just to be safe. But now we have these forward openings on the ship. So you can come out of the cockpit. That door is now blocked. But you can come out of the cockpit, and now you're on the top of the ship. God damn it. Can I upgrade this suit? Okay. That should be better. Yeah. But then the issue is that these don't actually go anywhere. I didn't think about that. Although, is there... There's one above them. Never mind. That doesn't matter. Because I can just throw this here. And then that gives you direct access to the ship. Actually also gives you a direct through line through the ships too, which is kind of cool. Because you can just go straight through here and then out the front. These aren't painted. So we need to make sure everything's painted, but I do actually really like this design. It still feels a little bit flat on the sides here, but I like the core concept of it. If I do this. Okay, I think that actually helps a ton. Can't move this. Well, I can, but that looks... Actually, can you even really tell? Yeah, but then I just have that space and then it's the same problem. We'll just deal with a little bit of clipping. This actually, I really like this design. This might be the best Corvette that I've built so far. Can I do something different with this? Can I put the big one? Although, does that make sense for the front? Put the big one back here. I do kind of like having those cannons buried in the top there. I have a good spot on the bottom where I can mount for... Oh, that doesn't count though. Damn, that looks cool. But this doesn't count as a connection point. This? I don't want to do that because that doesn't even make sense. Could just put them on top, but I like the like sidewinder look. We could do that. I don't think this is gonna work, but how does this look? No, I think that gets to be too much. I don't love this piece that I'm using, but like I don't think there's anything better. Because I want it to extend out towards the cockpit. Like I guess I could do this. Why is this still the wrong paint? That's a little better. Can I put a piece here? But it's not the same one. If I do this. that look better, or should I keep it the thinner one? No, actually, I think that does look better. And then that way it gives a little bit more cover. Well, then you can't get on top, though. Oh. Maybe I don't like that. I like the way it looks on the outside, but part of what I liked about this is you could get on top of the ship. Well, I guess actually I could just put it up one more. That definitely needs it. Okay, I think this is my favorite ship design that I've made so far. I wish I had a different piece for these, but I just don't think there's anything that fits well. Like, obviously I could just do more cowlings. Maybe I can just do that. Can I fit through that? I actually really like that. If I can fit through that to the top. Let's go ahead and see. Can I still get to the top of the ship? Oh, I can't. Oh, never mind. I don't know if that's because I got stuck or because I ran out of fuel, but I feel like I did get stuck. Which is unfortunate, because that looks really good. Thought for a second I could make it. Didn't know I can't actually fit up through here. Damn. That's just gonna be the same issue. And I guess I could just do this. Because you can still exit off the side. Can you fit up through there? Alright, I think that works. Yeah, I think this is my favorite of the ships that I've built so far. Why is my fucking shit still so ass? How is my exosuit better in my survival build than my creative build? Alright, but let's go try it out then. This is also why it's nice, because I have an entrance from the front. I don't need to run all the way to the back of the ship if I'm in the front of it. So let's see, my main ship, I actually can, like, I can't use it in third person. This one is usable. My main ship on my survival build, it literally completely covers the screen. You can't see anything in this view. But I do like the way this looks. I'm not sure how I feel about the green, but I like the actual ship design. Is there a limit to how far I can jump in creative? Okay, there is. So then what's the limit on the... Is this the actual limit of the ship? Because it's like 500. That's pretty good. Plus, with this middle open section in the back, I can put down like actual like furnishings and stuff. And so that can act like a mini base that's outside of the ship, but still part of the ship. Yeah, no, I think this is my favorite so far. Shut up, I don't care. I don't care. That being said, if we could somehow connect this... Oh, I see why we can't connect it, because it's back behind. If I could put a Thunderbird here. What's directly underneath the cockpit? God damn it, stop it. So if I remove this, Put a Thunderbird here. And put a Thunderbird landing here. And I put something here to fill in that gap that we... I feel like this might be too thick. Well... let's see, can I actually access that? This is not my ship. Because if I can, that means I have a really fast way out of the cockpit. Oh, I can't. I mean, I just suck, but... oh my lord. I'm gonna kill myself. What is happening? But then now, whenever we land somewhere, we can immediately get out of the cockpit and we can just drop down out of the ship. We don't actually have to run all the way to the back. But then, because of the way it's set up, if there are like sentinels or something, we're like completely covered on this platform too. Okay, this is my favorite ship so far. But I think that is where we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. I really need to upgrade these jet boosters. But I really like this ship. I think we're probably gonna end up building this one in my survival world. So I might just make a full-on tutorial. Like I might tear this down and then make a tutorial on how to build the finished product, because I really like this design. And then in here you can put like this kind of stuff. Can you paint these? Oh, you can. Interesting. So it doesn't change the, like, base shape, just like the accents? Huh. But you get the idea. I still need to learn how the interiors work better. And I need to learn all those objects, because you can also put them on the outside of your ship. I've seen some cool, like, extrusions built out of these sort of pieces. Plus you have, where is it? You have, like, the projector. Yeah. So you can put this on the outside of your ship, and then you can... Well, can't you put it on the outside? Well, maybe you can't. Oh wait, is it just because I'm... Oh. You have to be standing on the ship. I don't know if it's gonna work in a creative build, because I haven't actually visited anything. Can I apply this? Come on, it's creative. Why can't I apply it? But then you can use that to, like, put hologram decorations on the outside too. But thank you everybody so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more. Check out the main channel for all of your Cult Rising content, and I will see you next time.